Now, my first question is, what steps did you take to make this particular movie as unique as it could be?
Ha! Well, that's a question, isn't it? I think basically what I wanted to do is to have a real kind of normal family at the core of it. It's a heightened story. It's action. It's comedy. The premise is quite high concept. Um, but as much as possible, I wanted just a little portion of the film to be completely believable and grounded and real, so people could see themselves and their own families in the characters.
Going through the development process, how different is the final draft to what you initially developed?
Not very different. David Coggeshall wrote the script, and it's an original script. It was his idea, and the script survives basically. The only difference was that we gave the actors a little bit of leeway, or as much leeway as they wanted, really, to improvise and try different things. And this is something that particularly Mark Wahlberg, but also Michelle are very good at, and it gave us a real little extra secret weapon for the movie that each scene sometimes had a little something different, something funny, something came up that surprised us all and made it into the movie.
Obviously, so Dan, part of what makes his character unique is that he's got this secret past that he's hiding from his family, and the movie does go into that. But did the movie ever kind of actively go into that even more? Did you kind of pull back a little bit, or was it pretty much what it was now?
No, we didn't change it very much because, he's fought so hard and so successfully for kind of 20 years to keep this secret that he's almost, perhaps he's gotten lazy, perhaps he's sort of makes a few mistakes, but it's such a big secret that and it's very important that when the family find out, they're horrified and angry. And although again it's a comedy, we wanted to have a real sense of sort of family rows and family tensions that kept it grounded.
Now, besides Dan, the other three family members, who do you think was the hardest to kind of pull off and get correct?
I think because we had such good actors, it wasn't too hard. I think the character, the two kids, as a father myself, you have an opinion about kids, but that's different from how other kids will think about them. So getting those kids right as much as possible. One is a gamer who's like a 15-year-old. He's sullen. He doesn't communicate very well. And then the daughter is more sparky, but she's about to throw up her chance at going to a great college so she can follow a boyfriend. Stuff like that. We've all, as parents, sort of worried about that kind of stuff. But I think, yeah, I really wanted to get the kids to be as clearly established as the parents.
Now, what other movie shows or just stories in general kind of served as the key inspirational stepping stones to bring this project to life?
Well, I'm hoping that we didn't base it on other movies, but you could pitch it as The Incredibles meets The Bourne Identity, or those kind of things. I was telling somebody else I love a film called The Fantastic Mr. Fox,
Hmm.
which is it's a film about a family, or several families. But I do think that all family films are, however exciting or funny or violent or bold they are, get the family right, and then everything else will follow.
If you were to craft another story with this family, what would a sequel look like?
That's a great question. I don't know. They'd all be older and wiser. But it would definitely be a road movie. I don't know whether it would be Europe, or South America, somewhere crazy like that.
Yeah.
But I think it would be a different story, but it would be the same family, and it would be, because the family never cures its problems, it just sort of puts them on hold for a while. I think there'd still be tons and tons of great material.